it's Friday the 7th of October and welcome to this week's news bulletin from the Christian Institute. Prime Minister David Cameron has run into a storm of controversy over Conservative plans to redefine marriage in England and Wales. Mr Cameron was praising the plans during his keynote speech at this year's Conservative Party conference in Manchester. In his speech, Mr Cameron initially gave support to the institution of marriage, saying that it pulls couples together and gives stability to children. He also hinted at future tax breaks for married couples. The Prime Minister then turned to his party's plans for gay marriage.
I stood before a Conservative conference once, and I said it shouldn't matter whether commitment was between a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman. And you applauded me. 5 years on, we are consulting on legalising gay marriage. And to anyone who has reservations, I say this. Yes, it's about equality, but it's also about something else, commitment. Conservatives believe in the ties that bind us, that society is stronger when we make vows to each other and we support each other.
The Prime Minister's comments have sparked instant reaction, with a spokesman for the Church of England saying, "The Church's view remains of marriage as the lifelong union between a man and a woman." Roman Catholic Bishop the Right Reverend Kieran Conry warned that Mr Cameron would not be given an easy ride. He said, "I think the Church will have to do something. We can't just let this slide by and say we are not interested." And Dr Dave Landrum of the Evangelical Alliance said, "In seeking to redefine marriage, David Cameron may have kept the coalition happy, but may also have signalled the end of conservatism. If you can't conserve the institution of marriage, what can you conserve?" But Stonewall and other campaigners for homosexual rights welcomed Mr Cameron's words. Labour's Chris Bryant, who is in a civil partnership, said on Twitter, "I hear Cameron backed gay marriage. I warmly applaud him." There is an in-depth comment article on the issue written by Mike Judge, which you can read on our website at christian.org.uk. Staying with marriage, and people in the US state of North Carolina will get the chance to vote on the definition of marriage next year, after politicians approved a referendum on the issue. This is an opportunity that will be denied to voters in Britain, because the issue will be decided by politicians at the Scottish and Westminster Parliaments. Phil Berger, a senator in North Carolina, said, "It is time for us to let the people of this state decide what they want in their constitution as far as marriage is concerned." Marriage is defined as being between a man and a woman in the state, and the amendment, which will be voted on next year, will prevent courts from forcing a redefinition on the people of North Carolina. Since 1998, in every US state where citizens have had the opportunity to vote on the definition of marriage, they have backed the traditional definition. In other news, media watchdog Ofcom has clamped down on risque singers and dancers appearing on TV before the 9 p.m. watershed in new guidance for broadcasters. It comes amid concern about the sexualisation of children and follows a furore over sexually provocative dances by Rihanna and Christina Aguilera during last year's X Factor final. Bosses at the BBC have reflected the widespread concerns, deciding that some dance routines planned for the current Strictly Come Dancing show would shock viewers and so have toned them down. Ofcom, which has a statutory duty to protect young people, cautioned broadcasters to take particular care with family shows, programmes that attract a significant child audience despite not being aimed at children. Edwin Poots, the Northern Ireland Health Minister, has decided to keep a lifetime blood safeguard which helps to protect against the risk of HIV contamination. The safeguard prevents blood being donated by men who have ever had sex with other men, because as a group they have a higher risk of sexually acquired blood-borne viruses. Mr Poots said studies have shown that the risk of HIV infection would increase if the lifetime ban was relaxed, and added, "Public safety must be my primary concern, and I want the Northern Ireland public to have maximum confidence in our blood supply." The blood safeguard in the rest of the UK will be weakened from next month, with Britain introducing a 1-year deferral period instead of a lifetime ban. Christians are being penalised by British courts through a misinterpretation of human rights law, according to the Roman Catholic Archbishop of Southwark. Archbishop Peter Smith said judges were guilty of woolly thinking and expressed concern at the bias Christians face when taking a moral stance in line with their beliefs. His comments related to 4 religious liberty cases now heading for the European Court of Human Rights. He made his remarks after the Equality and Human Rights Commission sought the views of a group of Roman Catholic bishops on the 4 cases. Archbishop Smith said that Christians must be allowed to act according to their consciences and not be obliged to do something they know or believe to be wrong. Well, that's all for this week. For more information and regular updates on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.